What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Zach from Jay Zach in the Red Zone. So today this is kind of a 7-round mock draft I have for the New York Football Giants, and I know you guys are already seeing the picks and are probably like, "What the hell? Where's the edge player in the top in the first round or in the second round?" So just hear me out, okay, guys? This is not what I want to happen, and this is not what I really think is going to happen. This is just a fun scenario I came up with last night, and I decided to make this picture on Photoshop and was like, "Let me make a video with this, see what everybody thinks about this 7-round mock draft via the New York Football Giants." So like I said, once again, this is not what I think is going to happen. This is not what I particularly want to happen. This is just something fun I thought up with, and I wanted to see what you guys would think about with this little set of picks here. So in pick 6, obviously I have Kyler Murray, quarterback out of Oklahoma, going to the New York Football Giants. I don't think I have to really talk about this pick at all. Everybody knows I love Kyler Murray. I think he's the best quarterback in this year's draft class. I think he's better than any quarterback coming in next year's draft class, so it's either him or no quarterback for me. Love Kyler Murray. Personally, I don't think he makes it past the 4th pick of the Raiders. So I think if the Giants really do want to get him, they have to trade up to the 3rd overall pick. So then in pick 17, I had the Giants taking A.J. Brown. The reason why I did this is because the whole T-shirt thing where he had the Giants picture on, where he was showing off his haircut. And now lots of Giants fans are like, "Oh my God, we have to get him now," because he posted a picture of himself with the Giants T-shirt on. And everybody's like, "We have to draft him," you know. I love A.J. Brown, don't get me wrong. I think A.J. Brown's the best wide receiver in this year's draft class. I would actually love him in the second round. Love him in the second round. Don't think he makes it that far. I think teams and scouting, people who actually scout players understand that A.J. Brown is the best receiver in the league, in the draft, and he's not a second-round talent like lots of the so-called experts keep mocking him in, or late first-rounder. I think most people who watch scouting know that he's the best receiver in this draft. And then the second round, we have Amani Oruwariye, cornerback out of Penn State. Love Amani. He's probably my 5th favorite cornerback. Look out for the video we're going to be posting on Kid Blue's channel pretty soon of our top 5 cornerbacks. Amani Oruwariye will be my number 5. Spoiler alert. Love him. I'd love him in the second round. So then I have the Giants actually trading up with the Bucks to pick 39 to get Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle out of Mississippi State. Somebody who I would think would play opposite of B.J. Hill on our defensive end spot. I love Jeffrey Simmons. I think he's a top 10 talent. If it wasn't for the injury, I think he's a top 10 player. But that injury, the ACL injury, might let him drop. I don't think he should drop to the second round, but I could see it happening. And in this instance, I have us giving up a second round next year and both of our 4th round picks this year. I'm not fully sure if that trade would actually go through, but I would probably take it. So I think this is a decent pick, decent trade here, and I think the Giants get a phenomenal player who is not just a great run-stuffing player, but could also really get to the quarterback as well. Jeffrey Simmons, great player. So in the 3rd round, I have Giants taking Chuma Edoga, offensive tackle. Forgot what college he comes from. He's awesome. You guys need to go watch some tape on him if you don't know him. Nobody talks about Chuma Edoga. I think he's in the top 5 offensive tackles in this year's draft class, and I think the top 5 offensive tackles are very, very good in this year's class. So I love Chuma Edoga. The offensive tackle class is so well. Somebody I actually think could fall to the 4th round, but I don't want to take the chance, and we don't have our 4th round picks anymore, so we're going to take him here in the 3rd round. Love Chuma Edoga. You guys should definitely watch some tape on him if you don't know who he is. So in the 5th round, our first pick, 142, we have Jalen Jelks, edge player out of Oregon. Somebody I think can play opposite Lorenzo Carter. Kind of be a nice rotational player. I think our premier pass rusher I took in this draft class was Jeffrey Simmons. That was my big pass rushing move. And I think Jalen Jelks is going to be a nice rotational player who you hope has a lot of upside, who could possibly turn into something good if he just learns to get some better technique and stuff like that. So then we have TJ Edwards, middle linebacker. We got to replace Alec Ogletree. Didn't want to do it earlier. There was too many other positions I wanted to fill. So we took TJ Edwards. Forgot what college he comes from. He's a really good linebacker. I really, really like TJ Edwards. You guys should watch some tape on him if you have not seen any. I like him as a 5th round draft prospect. And we got Sutton Smith, another edge player. I like him as well. A lot of upside with Sutton Smith, a lot of upside. But his floor is kind of low as well. So he's somebody that you're going to take and hope that he can be in the middle of his floor and his ceiling. If he just gets in the middle of his floor and ceiling, I think this is a good pick here. And then round 6, we have Mike Bell, strong safety. Had a horrible combine, ran like a 4.8 something. So his stock, I think, is going to tremendously fall, but he's not that bad at all. I actually really, really like Mike Bell, and I don't mind the fact that he had a bad 40 time in the combine. If you watch his tape, he's not that slow. So I really like Mike Bell. I think he's a good safety. I would love him in the 6th round. I think he could fall there just because of how horrible his combine was. It's not like he was a 1st or 2nd round pick to begin with, and then the combine happened. So it's not like he's dropping that far. I could see him going in the 4th, 5th round if his combine was good. So I definitely like him in the 6th round here for Mike Bell. And then round 7, our first pick, we have Jesse Burkett, center. Jesse Burkett is really a good pass blocker. Not very strong, though. He definitely needs to improve in the run game. But I think if we can get him to improve in the run game, he could definitely be a replacement John Halapio If not, we can take another center next year. And then for the last pick in our draft, we have Dawson Knox, tight end. I just think another rotational player. Rhett Ellison's getting old. Evan Ingram's there. Just another rotational tight end to really come in and swap and give Evan Ingram a break. And he's a better blocker than he is a pass receiver. So I really like Dawson Knox. But yeah, guys, that's the 7th-round mock draft. I want to know, what do you guys think about this? Like I said, this is not what I want is going to happen. This is not what I think is going to happen. This is just something that I thought was really fun, and I wanted to throw out there and just get y'all's opinion on this. Personally, for me, if this happened, I would not be upset. I love A.J. Brown, love Kyler Murray, love Jeffrey Simmons, I love Amani Warrior. So the first 6 picks, the first 5 picks, the first 5 picks, I just love. Like, I actually love all the players in this first 5 picks. Maybe not in the particular order that you're seeing here. Maybe not the spots we took them at. But those first 5 players, if we got them, I would be ecstatic with. And then the rest of them, I think, are just good, solid players that would be good rotational players that can come in. Which is, let's be honest, from the 4th round pick and down, most of those guys typically you just hope to be decent rotational starters at the next level. And your first 1 to 3s are the guys that you're hoping. The first, 2nd round picks those are guys who want to be your day 1 starters, hopefully. And then your 3rd round, those are guys that you think need some coaching up, but you think could eventually one day become something. And then 4th to 7 is just what you hope to be rotational starters at that point in time. So let me know what you guys think of this. Subscribe if you're new, by the way. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you disliked it. Leave a comment down below on what you think. I'll probably be uploading another one of these. I kind of want to do maybe a what I would do, what I hope happens in the 7 rounds, and then maybe like a worst case scenario kind of thing, like Kid Blue did. I would love to do something like that, and you can just see me be frustrated the whole time. So thanks, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.